Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, friends of the National Archives, users of the National Archives from across the globe. I wanted to welcome you to our 2021 commemorations of International Archives Week as National Archives of Zimbabwe. National Archives of Zimbabwe is a department or institution that falls under the Ministry of Home Affairs and Cultural Heritage and was established in 1935. Its mandate has been to acquire, preserve and provide access to historical documentation. These are the main pillars that inform what we do as seen from our main services, which include a records management service to central government, then also services to our citizenry and visitors. And these services, archival services, include film and sound archives, where we acquire audiovisual materials, including oral history collections, and then make these available to our users. We also have a public archives section where most of our paper records and the bulk of what ordinarily we call archives are stored, preserved and processed for access by Zimbabweans and their visitors. We also have a National Reference Library Service where through statute publishers are obliged to deposit copies of their publications with us, and this is a very important reference library which complements the archival resources that we have at the National Archives of Zimbabwe. Every year on the 9th of June, we join the rest of the world to commemorate International Archives Day. This is a day that was chosen by the International Council on Archives, a community of archives across the globe, which was established in 1948 on the 9th of June in Paris, France. And so on each 9th of March, we remember the founding of this very important organization for which, as National Archives of Zimbabwe, we became members in 1980 on attainment of our independence. Of late, the trend globally has now been, rather than focusing on just the 9th of June, we have now extended our celebrations to cover the week on which 9th of June falls. So for this year, our International Archives Week celebrations are running from the 7th of June up to the 11th of June. For this year, our theme is empowering archives, and in line with that theme, we are continuing on a program that we started in 2019, which is the establishment of community archives across the whole of Zimbabwe, and our initial target is to ensure that there is a community archive in each province. So far, we have managed to establish a community archive in Mashonaland East at Achuras High School in 2019. Then last year we established 2 community archives, one in Harare at Girls High School, the oldest school that was established in Harare. Then we also established the community archives last year in Masvingo province at ZCC Mbungo, a religious center in the outskirts of Masvingo. For this year, we are establishing a Shabani Community Archive in partnership with Shabani Mine. And as we celebrate International Archives Week, our team is actually on the ground in Shabani, ensuring that in a month's time, we will have a community archive for the people of Shawani. The idea of community archive is consistent with National Development Strategy 1 objectives of promoting national pride and identity through establishment of heritage centers in Zimbabwe. Unlike previous years where we used to have large commemorations, we have had to adjust due to the effects of COVID-19, which started ravaging our country in 2020 last year. So for this year, most of our activities are being held virtually through participation by our staff in various virtual professional gatherings, as well as promotional activities through the media, both the print and the electronic media in Zimbabwe. And I would want to encourage our friends, our visitors, to also visit our website and get to know some of our most recent activities from our events calendar. To conclude, I just want to say COVID-19 had a very serious disruptive effect on our operations as National Archives of Zimbabwe, because through the extended lockdowns, we had to do away with the visitor services, which have been the main engine in terms of our access to the National Archives. But it also, I think, acted as a huge wake-up call to us to embrace digital technology to fast-track the emergence of a digital National Archives of Zimbabwe. And I'm very happy, to note that significant progress has been made in this regard, especially with regards to digitizing our film collection. And already plans are afoot for a technical cooperation arrangement with the government of France, which will ensure that not only our audiovisual archives are digitized, but capacity is established at National Archives of Zimbabwe for digitization of the rest of our collections. So thank you. Have a good day.
Go ahead.